Welcome to Kiwiradio.nz, your weekly showcase of what's new, independent and alternative coming from Aotearoa, New Zealand. It is 7 o'clock on the dot, 2nd of September 2025. Today's guest is the band Captain Blistermint, and on the phone I have Joe, who is their guitarist. Joe, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
How's things going, and whereabouts in New Zealand are you from?
Well, I am actually originally from the United States. I don't know if my American accent is coming through.
Yep, Team America is definitely ringing very strongly there. But yeah,
yes,
we've adopted you, have we?
Yes.
The North, so we're just really beaming from one house to another, really, right now. It is
yes.
It is awesome to have you. Tell us a little bit about Captain Blistermint, your band.
Yeah, so Captain Blistermint, we are four guys who form the band that, in some ways sounds like a 60s bubblegum ad crashing into 90s grunge garage.
Okay.
90s grunge.
You've been working on your elevator pitch. I like this already.
Yes, I have. Yes, yeah. I mean, honestly, we have a playful origin, where we basically just got together, a bunch of musicians getting together, playing together, and just finding out that it clicked and worked together. And then the next thing we know, we're writing songs that feel more meaningful for us. And a lot of us come from slightly different cultures. So we actually are sharing our roots across cultures. And we use that to sort of inject there's some big hooks in our songs, some soulful lyrics, and it comes from just, we're a polyglot of backgrounds. Our singer's heritage is Sri Lankan, our drummer's heritage is Fiji, and our bassist heritage is from Poland. So we're truly an international band.
International, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear from you. We are a storytelling podcast here, and you are our guest feature for the hour. So this should be a bit of fun. Sit back, relax, as we hear some stories behind the music. Now, I know you're the guitarist, and it's usually the singer who is the lyricist, or could I be wrong? Are you the...
Yeah, so is it Noel Gallagher is the good guy, or is it Liam? I can't remember.
It depends which side. It's like saying Manchester versus United, you know?
Exactly, that's a good point. So I do write a lot. I do write most of the lyrics. But the lyricist, the singer, his name is V, and he definitely takes my rough gemstones and polishes them to goodness. So I come in with a tune and lyrics, and hey, this is how the song should be fitted. And he takes those lyrics and he really says, well, that's not really singable. Now that I'm looking at it, we're going to make this a little bit better. And really the whole band does the same thing. We kind of come in, I'm like, here's my idea. Let's kick it around. But instead of me saying, oh, we need exactly this drum beat, I'm just more like, what if we had an indie dance drum beat? Let's try this out. We try something out. And the drummer's like, oh, what if we tried this? I'm like, oh, that's genius. Let's do that. So it's really a collaboration among all of us. We all bring our own independent spirit and styles into the mix.
I like to insert some music trivia in the show, and that story there reminds me of the songwriter Percy Mayfield, who basically is the songwriter behind Hit the Road Jack by Ray Charles. Ray Charles did the answer and call sort of ad-lib at the end. That was his signature kind of contribution. But yeah, behind the scenes is this unknown songwriter called Percy Mayfield. And well, the good thing though is you're not ghostwriters. You're actually all part of the band. So it's kind of a good gel.
Yeah, no, it really works. I mean, none of us could, it's one of those things where, in essence, the group is smarter than any one of us,
yes.
Which is it's kind of a cool thing. And you really get that spark and that feeling when we're all collaborating together, bouncing ideas off each other. It's you feel the Greek goddesses, the muses, just kind of floating in the air, being like, "That's good, tink."
Awesome. Well, as you may know, we've also been a bit of a cheerleader for your band. You're, of course, paying our power bills, and it's a win-win situation because you're one of our get featured artists at the moment, which means you get daily spins on our station of average 600 radio listeners, human bodies, so usually other musicians and things like that. But I want to say thank you again for doing that, and we love your music, so we're going to get started with the first song, called The Ladder. Please tell us your side of the story.
Yeah, sure. So The Ladder was released recently. It's back in May of 2025, so all a few months ago. And we're coming out with an EP. It's the first sort of lead single out of that EP. And really the song's all about the cycle of love, the push and pull of connection, separation, and rebuild. Sonically, so it's got a story behind it. My partner, my wife, she really came up with the lyrics behind it. She was just inspired. She was writing poetry. I took her poetry and, with her blessing, and created a song out of it. So, and that sonically, you'll hear. Thank you. It's really, like I said, it's just. She wasn't intending to write song lyrics, but I just read it and I was like, wow, this is really great. And so sonically it's energetic and it's catchy, but lyrically it's heartfelt and introspective. And you'll see that. So you'll hear the jangly guitars and the dynamic rhythm and the vocals, and they all carry that emotional weight. And yet I think at the end of the day, it's an uplifting song. It's not, I think a lot of songs that invoke love is often not cheerful, and if take a band like The Cure, where their songs are, let's say, anti-cheerful, they're upbeat songs, but listen to the lyrics and you're like, someone's had some heartbreak there. This is taking a slightly different tact, where ultimately the lyrics are hopeful at the end. Absolutely
love that. The Cure, the Smiths, it's that kind of formula. Captain Blistermint is the band from Auckland. This is this song called The Ladder. You're tuned into Kiwiradio.nz, showcasing Kiwi talent every week, Tuesday nights, 7 to 8 p.m. New Zealand time. Say hello to us on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@KiwiRadio.nz. Let's take a listen.
Can you help me, oh my darling? This pedestal is wobbling, oh please. Can you help me, oh my darling? Here before this ladder is calling me. Ooh, ooh, see me falling, longing to be free in a void of disparity. Hands full of love to replace the mud. To our feet as I look above. These muddy waters are best left alone. I can make it out on my own. Hands full of love to replace the mud. This city's calling us. Shall we shake it up? I can make it out on my own. Hands full of love to replace the mud. We must climb these ladders together. We won't lose. We'll
Kiwiradio.nz. I feel like that is ingrained in my memory because it's been on daily spin, so I know that off by heart, that one. Awesome to hear it, and awesome to hear the story behind it too. It gives me a new perspective.
Yeah.
Spider Web is the next song, which is actually one of the newer ones on our list. Is this fresh off the studio?
Yeah, so Spiderweb is the second single off our upcoming and not yet released EP. And it's got a bit of a different vibe to it for sure.
Tell us about it.
So Spiderweb brings a more sort of slightly nostalgic, you might see the 60s, you might see the 80s, but a vibe. It's got punchy rhythms and I would like to say a warm guitar burst. I'm a guitarist, so I can say that.
Yes.
But lyrically, the more important things, the story behind the song is really, it speaks to the pain of realizing that the people we grow close to in our adolescence aren't always the people we are meant to embark adulthood with.
That is so true. I relate to that so much, but tell me more.
Yeah. So, and this song is written by our singer. He came in with the lyrics. He came in with the song. We did some, we came together as a collaborative group, of course. But it's his vision, and really, it's his story. And as you said, as you touched on, it is kind of eternal. Like everyone can say, I was really good friends with this person back then, but now it's probably okay. I'm not friends with them anymore.
Can I tell you a quick story on that same
Please.
line of things? Now, I went to an all-boys school, and I quickly found an outlet, be it through trauma. Outlet was music, and I got hooked. I got addicted, like music all the time, right? That was me. And so I created a purpose and passion around my heartbeat, around my, choice of how I lived, right? Then I noticed the ones that were kind of a little bit lost and, idle hands create the devil's playthings, as they say, started getting into, illicit drugs or things that just weren't good for them, right? And these were people I grew up with at school. And I think the turning point for me was I was at the beach, and it was one of the most beautiful days. I love being at the beach, right? So sunny, vitamin D, just everything that is meant to make you happy. And there were kids playing around with families. And one of my childhood mates took out these illicit stuff, and I never could understand it, right? And that was the turning point for me to kind of go, well, the 5 people I hang out with the closest are going to be what I'm going to be an average of, right? So that's why I relate to your song so much. But I'd love to hear more about what you think of it.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's exactly it. I mean, it's really, moving on from the people you thought you'd stick with forever. And so somehow, really the song is reflective without being heavy. I really love his lyrics and how there's a lot of honesty in the way it talks about sort of outgrowing old friendships and the whole idea of letting go so you can grow. But at the same time, you never listen to the song and feel like it's preachy. No one's preaching at you.
Yes.
It's more like,
which is the best kind of storytelling, by the
way.
Is the ones that don't quite preach. They focus on the feeling.
Yep. It's more like someone's telling you a story and they've already made peace with that chapter of their life.
Awesome. Well, I'd love to hear it. Captain Blistermint, where can we find you, by the way, online?
Oh, we're in all of the usual spots.
What's the best spot?
Spotify. Instagram is probably a great spot for it. That will lead you to our Linktree page where you can see lots of different, it'll kind of trail off into the various multiple websites, Bandcamps and Spotify's and Apple Music's and all that other stuff. We got some videos on YouTube.
Awesome.
If you listen to the song Spiderweb or The Ladder and you're kind of like, oh, I like this. We made some lyric videos, which are kind of fun, and threw them online. So, but I guess Instagram, go hunt us down, Captain Blistermint on Instagram. I guarantee you there's not another We are the only Captain Blistermint on Instagram.
That's awesome.
In fact, the word blistermint is not actually a word. You cannot find it in the English dictionary. I made it up.
You made it up?
I completely made it up. I wanted to come up with a name that did not exist because you know how you look at band names, you're like, I think there's 3 bands called the Foxes. Oh, no, there's 15. I just wanted to come up with a word. And blistermint is a word that is not in the language, like I said, in the English language. And then, of course, when you make it Captain Blistermint, it's that whole, 60s British superhero toothpaste,
I love it. And good on you for being the modern Shakespeare, coming up with new words. That's right. Awesome. Hey, let's check it out. And you're listening to Kiwiradio.nz. I want to say also thank you to Up FM for letting us simulcast there. They're more of a techno dance station, but we take over their airwaves Tuesday nights. upfm.co.nz for your dance fix. But otherwise, for New Zealand music, it's Kiwiradio.nz.
Need some help, I'm all alone. These shaky hands have turned to stone. Someone please get me out of here. Now look at you all insecure. Your mind made of 1,000 floors. We've had it working all night and day. Watching you stall, you've taken a fall. Maybe you'll learn someday. You've got yourself stuck in a spider web, a wave that's lost its flow again. Stumble, drop the torch, you lost your light. The world, it isn't listening to you. What is it you're turning into? Sorry girl, we don't get your vibe. Bags from magazines as you work your way on the scene. Princess, won't you give us a break? Oh, when Hollywood calls out your name, you happily miss the only train. You're no longer the girl I thought I knew. Watching you stall, you've taken a fall. Maybe you'll learn someday. You got yourself stuck in a spider web, a wave that's lost its flow again. Stumble, drop the torch, you lost your light. Isn't listening to you. What is it you're turning into? Sorry girl, we don't get your vibe. You're as blind as can be. Commuting between cities, a thunderstorm or pity. The world is raining on your parade. You're stuck in a spider web, wave that's lost its flow again. Stumble, drop the torch, you lost your light. The world, it isn't listening to you. What is it you're turning into? Sorry girl, we don't get your vibe. You got yourself stuck in a spider web, wave that's lost its flow again. Stumble, drop the torch, you lost your light. The world, it isn't listening to you. What is it you're turning into? Sorry girl, we don't get your vibe. You got yourself stuck in a spider web, a wave that's lost its flow again. Stumble, drop the torch, you lost your light. The world, it isn't listening to you. What is it you're turning into? Sorry girl, we don't get your vibe. Watching you stall, you've taken a fall. Maybe you'll learn someday. Commuting between cities, a thunderstorm or pity. The world is raining on your parade.
That is Captain Blistermint. You heard it here on Kiwiradio.nz. We are now episode 178, and today we have Captain Blistermint. Well, it's the tail end of the show with your last song of our 3-song set. Joseph, thank you so much for joining me tonight, by the way. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. I really feel like I feel blessed to be able to talk to you.
Me too, man. It's certainly a fun way to spend a Tuesday night. Now tell us, as the representative of the band, what does the rest of the year look like for you? Is there anything to plug?
So we have a couple of gigs coming up. We're actually playing on Thursday at the Kingslander. So, I kind of touched on earlier, you look on Instagram if you want to hear us, but better yet, always come to a gig. Captain Blistermint is always best experience live if you have a beer in your hand, and maybe you're yelling the wrong lyrics back at us or the wrong words back at us.
Awesome.
But yeah, and then we're also going back into the studio to finish off the EP. We got we've got multiple songs that we're going to down select to 2 or 3. So we'll get a 4 or 5 song EP out the door, hopefully by the end of the year.
Awesome. So 4th of September, a Thursday night. So what time are you guys on?
We're on early at the Kingslander, maybe 7:30 or so.
Kingslander, nice venue too, nice area. So that should be. Kingslander is, if you're not aware, or maybe you're a tourist at the moment listening in Auckland, take the time. You can catch the train. It's right there, and it's kind of like the musical hub of New Zealand. Well, one of the musical hubs of Auckland. And the cool thing about it is the bars are really close to each other. Not that you'd bar hop, once you're in, you're keen, because Captain Blistermint will be playing some good vibes for you.
Yeah, we'll be your musical ambassadors for the evening.
What kind of set could people expect for that Thursday?
We are going to vary it up. You will hear the ladder. You will hear spiderwebs, but you're going to hear a couple of songs that we are planning for the EP. So
nice.
If you like, come down, listen. If you like what you hear, good news. You'll hear it in a polished recorded form sometime in the future. And of course, if you don't like it, then it's all good.
Sure, people will love it. Hey, I, for one, really like my rock bands in Auckland, so I'm cheering you guys on. Aries Goddess is the next and final track for this 3-song set. Any stories to tell for this one?
Oh, yes. So, okay, this is going to sound sad, but I wrote this song as a... Yes, it gets worse. As a birthday present for my partner. I wanted to write something, like everyone gives cheesy birthday presents. I wanted a birthday present where there's swaggering bass lines that groove. The rhythm section drives infectiously. And so it's a little bit nostalgic and yet modern at the same time. And really the lyrics, get a chance to listen to them, but it's supposed to capture sort of the enigmatic power of a woman who cannot be claimed, only admired. So it's kind of, it's a love song in essence, but I did not want to make it a love song. As a friend of mine, as someone said once, they listened to it and they're like, wow, that song would have been really perfect in the soundtrack for the movie School of Rock with Jack Black, if you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, School of Rock with Jack Black, very funny, very, very, very refreshing movie. So I encourage everyone to see the movie. But they were like, yeah, you that song would be great in the soundtrack for it. And I was like, that's a compliment. Yes, I'm going to take that as a compliment. Yes. So...
Awesome. Well, I heard this one too. And
excellent.
Wish you the best for Thursday night. Rock on, brothers. And would love to have you guys, especially if you're reconnecting with us on Featured. I believe we might be doing that with you. We also invite our Get Featured artists to come in studio We've been doing We've been doing sort of like a video series where it's like tiny desk performances, and that's been a whole lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in North Shore. Would love to have you. Keep it in mind. You know, it doesn't have to be next week or anything. I'm sure you guys are busy with the record, but that invitation is definitely there. Joseph, thank you so much for being on the show. Some wonderful stories, and thank you for representing the band. And by the way, before you go, can you maybe just tell us about who the band is again, what they do, and where to find you?
Yeah, sure. So again, Captain Blistermint is a band. We're a 4-piece, let's call us alternative rock. And really, we're trying to mash up that 60s bubblegum sound crashing into 90s garage grunge. We get it. Yes, we're playful, but we're also writing songs that feel like heartbreak on roller skates. So that way we can share our cultures together to write big hooks and soulful lyrics. You can find us, best place to find us, Instagram, and go from there.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on, and have a good night. Have a good gig.
Thank you.
See you, Joseph.
She's licking firefly, dancing, spinning bright, wind blowing at tree height. She's a violet flame, something you can claim. Don't try to tame. My eyes were frozen on you, frozen on you, frozen on you. I swear she's a goddess. She can whip me exotic. I swear she's a goddess. She can whip me exotic. Her sun and moon is in Aries, fiery of the capillaries. Seeing squiggles in the sky, seeing squiggles in the sky. Her sun and moon is in Aries, fiery of the capillaries. Seeing squiggles in the sky, seeing squiggles in the sky. She's too like dripping fire, where clouds and wind become fire. Just don't deny her. My love queen is a volcano. You give me summer glow, like a glass of Bordeaux. Storm clouds may collect, and stars may collide, but I will love until the end of time. My eyes were frozen on you, frozen on you, frozen on you. I swear she's a goddess. She can whip me exotic. I swear she's a goddess. She can whip me exotic. Her sun and moon is in Aries, fiery of the capillaries. Seeing squiggles in the sky, seeing squiggles in the sky. Sun and moon is in Aries, fiery of the capillaries. Seeing squiggles in the sky, seeing squiggles in the sky.
You're locked into Kiwiradio.nz, and I want to say thank you again to Joseph and wish them the best for their Thursday night gig. That's this Thursday at King's Under. You should definitely go check them out and hear some of their upcoming tunes. If you'd like your music aired on the station, best way to do this is email kiwiradio@proton.me. Till next time, stay cool, stay creative, keep it locked here on Kiwi Radio, and check out the new section on the front page, Kiwi On Demand. Great play button there to check out the recent shows we've aired. Till next time, bye.